Welcome back to the Creatively Wise podcast. I am Natasha. And today we're going to talk about, we're going to view God as a gentle parent. Okay? Okay. So, little background story. Okay? So, I am a single woman of God. And if you know, you know. I am in a place where I'm like, okay, God, I just want to talk to somebody. I'm learning how to date healthy. I'm learning how to date as a woman of God. I'm learning my boundaries. I'm learning the do's and don'ts as a woman of God who wants to date. Okay? So, when I first started my walk with God, this is my 6th year. I started my walk with God in 2020. Before I started my walk with God, I was into dating websites. I was heavy. I was on every single dating website there was. Every last one of them, okay? And my experience on those websites were horrible. I was meeting horrible men. And they all had a common goal. If you have been on those websites, if you know, you know, okay? If you haven't been on those websites, learn from my lesson. Don't get on there. Everybody conviction is different. My conviction, matter of fact, God sent somebody to tell me to get off. But I knew I needed to get off, okay? Okay, back to the story. So I was on those dating websites. My cousin came to me and she said, "Are you on dating websites?" I said, "Yeah." God was telling her my business. I never told her I was on dating websites. God was literally revealing to her my business. Because why he be doing that? Why he be... Anyway, but yes, I was like, yes. And she was like, God said you need to get off. Immediately, I got off, okay? I got off those websites, every last one of them. Of course, I kind of wanted to get back on them, but I didn't. Fast forward to 2026, March 2026, I decided to get back on those websites. Yeah, I just got to the point where I just want to talk to somebody. I just want to talk to somebody. I just, transparently, sometimes the single journey gets lonely, but this is why we need to stay busy in the Lord. This is another subject, another topic for another day. So I got on those websites and it was cool. It was cool. Not gonna lie, I was meeting some really nice men. I was meeting some wasn't so nice. Some just wanted one goal. But in the back of my head, I was thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be on these websites. Maybe I shouldn't. Because one thing I have learned about me and myself, men are a distraction to me. And I've been in a place in God to where God is strengthening my relationship with him. And I mean like strengthening my relationship like he's never done before. And I've been growing closer to God. So now why would I go and get on the dating websites? Because that's when loneliness kick in, right? So I was on those websites for maybe a week. And in the back of my head, I'm waiting on God to say, get off. My ear is open. My ear is to heaven. And I'm waiting on God to tell me to get off. Okay? I prayed. In my head, like, God, if I'm not supposed to be on this site, give me a sign. God, if I'm not supposed to be on here, give me a sign. I was praying. I'm like, God, this man is not for me. Let him stop talking to me. Like, just praying the prayers because I wanted God to give me a sign. I wanted God to tell me to get off. This is what I wanted God to do for me. Now, I was talking to my friend and I was telling her, I was explaining to her how this time on these websites, as I was on these websites and I was talking to different men, I didn't feel convicted. Hear me out. I wasn't convicted. I'm the type of person, I need to be convicted. I pray and ask God, God, convict me. Okay? And I need that conviction, and conviction is good. Conviction is just correction, just to show you, like, listen, this is not it. Turn around. This is conviction, just helps you stay in line with God. That's my interpretation of conviction. It's just like, it's just a discipline. Like, no, you're not supposed to be doing it. No, you know you're not supposed to do that. That's what conviction means to me. And the whole time I'm on these websites, this is what I was looking for God to do for me. I wanted him to convict me. But I wasn't convicted, which I was getting a little worried because I wasn't being convicted. So I'm telling my friend, I don't feel conviction. Like, I'm having great conversation with these men. I don't feel bad about it. One thing, if you're not being convicted, something is wrong. So I'm praying to God, like, God, send me a sign. Like, hurry up and convict me. Hurry up and convict. Hurry up and whoop. And so hurry up and whoop me, because I know I'm not supposed to be on these sites. Whoop me right now so I can get off. And as I was talking to my friend, God said, why do I need to convict you? I don't need to whoop you. This is our conversation. This is how God talks to me. As I'm talking to my friend, he's revealing this to me. He's saying this to me. I don't need to punish you for you to know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. The saying, if you know better, you will do better. If you knew better, you will do better. That's so real. That's real. God said, I don't need to slap you on the back of your neck. I don't need to convict you. I don't always have to whoop you, because I'm learning, I'm maturing in God. I'm growing in God. The way that he used to correct me now, I should be so mature to this is how God talks to me as he's maturing me. Okay? He said, I don't need to convict you because you know better. I knew better. I did know better. So he was like, if you know better, you'll do better. Because I knew I wasn't supposed to be on those websites. I knew I wasn't supposed to be on there. So I was looking for God to punish me. I was looking for God to convict me. God will convict you, and I still get convicted, but I'm in a place with God that he, like I said, I'm maturing. So if you know better, you'll do better. And when you know better, and the saying know better, you'll do better, it's simply saying it's a choice. It's a choice. You have a choice to either do what you know is right, or it's a choice to do what you know is wrong. If you know better, you'll do better. If you know better, then do better. This is what God is telling me. And I'm waiting for him to whoop me. I'm waiting for him to spank me. I'm waiting for him to slap me on the back of my neck. But the whole time I'm knowing I shouldn't be on there. And God just said, basically, I don't need to whoop you because you know what to do. I don't need to whoop you. Just get off. I don't need to get a belt and put a belt to butt. Just get off. And in that, I realized I was maturing in Christ. Okay? Sometimes God do not have to convict us when we know what to do. It's simply a choice to do it. It took me to today to realize in the moment what God was doing. I was about to share this with someone, and I was pondering on it about the websites, and I was about to make a video about if you're on those dating websites, get off. If this is your conviction, get off. And God took me in this way of this episode. And as I was recording, he so beautifully said to me, gentle parenting. God gave me a different perspective of him as a gentle parent. When I was used to, not always used to, but he just revealed it to me that in that moment, the reason why I didn't convict you is because I was being a gentle parent. I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with gentle parenting. And so a gentle parent is someone who is, instead of always like being the hammer, being major pain, being strict, this is the person who shows you grace in your mistakes. They are compassionate. They are caring. They are patient with you when you are making mistakes. Like when you're behaving out of order, they don't immediately yell at you. They don't immediately whoop you. They are delicate with you. They are treating you fragile in your mistakes. They're not making you feel overstimulated by your mistakes. This is what I envision as a gentle parent. And in that moment, I was waiting for God to punish me, and I was waiting for him to whoop me and correct me and convict me. And that moment, that's what I was waiting for. But he kind of showed me another side to him in my mistakes. He was being a gentle parent. He was like, I don't need to whoop you because you know better. Sometimes we just need to have a conversation. Sometimes we just need to see that, like, you don't always have to be punished for me to correct you. You don't always have to be, I don't always have to whoop you for me to correct you. I could just simply tell you that, to show you that you are maturing. You're a big girl now. You're a big girl in me. And you just to me a different side of God. And he was revealing himself to me as a gentle parent. My goodness. So what I'm saying to you, like, this is a different way to look at God. When you are maturing in him and you know what to do, he don't always have to whoop you because he's gentle. He can be gentle with us. In the Bible, there's plenty examples of him being gentle with the prodigal son, how the father, he went off with his inheritance and he messed it up, and the father welcomed him back. He was the character of the father was open. He was loving. He was receiving. He was gentle with his son. He was gentle. He gave him the fattest calf. He put him on the robe. He put him back in a position. Like, he was gentle. He didn't shame him, and he didn't make him feel bad about his mistakes. Like, and that's what God does for us. Like, I'm pretty sure there's been times in your life where your parents has gave you grace. Like, oh, I'm finna get a whooping, but and they kind of shock you. It's like they just talked you to church. Like, I'm disappointed at you. I'm not gonna whoop you. I'm just gonna, like, come on, do better. I know you can do better. Like, God is compassionate. He is compassionate. He's loving. He's caring. He's gentle. He knows when to be gentle with us. He knows when we need conviction. He knows when we need discipline. But he also knows when he needs to be delicate with us. When he knows we are fragile. When we know he's like, when we think God gonna come this way, he come that way, because his ways are not his ways. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. Like, but I just felt good. I felt relieved. I felt, one, that I'm growing in my relationship with God. Two, he's showing me a different side of it. There's so much to God. So much to God. Oh, it's so much to him. But this episode is just to look at God as a gentle parent. Like, he doesn't always have to convict us for us to see our wrongs. So allow God to be a gentle parent in your life. And I just want you to see a different side to God, like, to shift your perspective, because I always thought that God would correct me. I was expecting him to whoop me, but he came in a different way. He showed me how delicate he is, and how patient, how long-suffering he is, how loving, the all the fruits of the spirit. He was loving, he was caring, he was gentle with me. And I just wanted to paint that picture for you, that God is a gentle parent, and he will be delicate with you. So yeah, that's it. I pray that whatever mistakes you're making, or you're expecting God to whoop you in certain areas, but I just urge you to just choose to make the right decision. Choose to do better. Choose to let God be a gentle parent, because sometimes he knows what we need in those moments. God doesn't always, like I've been saying the whole episode, have to whoop us. Sometimes he's very nurturing, he's very loving, and just look at him as a gentle parent. But yeah, that's today's episode. Isn't God beautiful? Give him the glory. We give him all the glory. We give him all the honor for revealing to us that he is delicate, he's gentle, he's compassionate, he's loving, and he loves us. He's our parent, he's our shepherd, and it's a different side of God. So we give you glory, we give you honor, and we give you praise. But I love you with the love of God. I pray that this episode helps you in any kind of way to shift your perspective on God and how he deals with his children. But yeah, have a blessed day. I love you.